on for today?
Hell yeah. I got this hat in the mail today from Andrew. Got me a fucking free hat.
There you go. There you go.
Give me your address by text. I'll send you a real hat. Gonna have KW on it, or
But I mean, I'll say it again. But Chad said for me to tell everybody to send out the love, man, because he really appreciated it. You know.
Yeah, man. I was worried about him for a minute.
I told him straight out, man. I said, if I was in North Carolina, I was coming to the hospital to kick your ass. You know what I mean? Like, you had me worried sick. But he's going to be going to Maggie Valley with us, so he's going to be in a wheelchair. So I told him, don't let me push
you. Stay the fuck home and rest, bro.
Yeah, I know. I told him, if I'm on top of the hill, I'm just letting you go.
My buddy Toby is snowed in. He sent me pictures earlier. It was fucking crazy where he's at.
I'm like an hour and a half away from home. I'm just at my buddy's house. So,
So what you been up to, Bama?
Well, it's kind of been a depressing day. I told the railroad to kiss my ass and trying to get the truck back on the road. And that being said, I can't find the right gig that I want to. I'll put it like this. My railroad job was 3 weeks on and 1 week off, like I had told you. And some of these trucking jobs want me to do the same. Well, if I'm gone 3 weeks at a time, it doesn't leave any room for the hobby, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
I go through that work too.
And matter of fact, I think I had asked you, how much can you get done in a week? Because I hear some talk about bashing in could take longer than that.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to mash in right, it's going to take longer than a week. I mean, you can get it done in 3 days with that nasty ass
turbo
bullshit.
But I do have a little secret. That turbo yeast, if you just take a little sprinkle of it and just add that sprinkle on top of your mash, it's not the whole packet, but it's adding all those nutrients, but still add other yeast.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
that's like, it would give it a bump. You know what I mean?
I got yeast nutrients.
3 days. Yeah.
Like, I got yeast nutrients, 2 different bags.
Yeah.
And I could put however much I want. And I give it what it needs. I don't give it steroids and try and get it done in 3 days. I just don't. Because
typically
the liquor's going to taste different. The liquor's definitely going to taste different. But yeah, basically a little bit of amount of it. Yeah, it goes a long way.
Do you want me to put tomatoes and stuff on it now, or you want to wait until you're ready to eat?
I'll just wait, Mama. I'm good.
Okay.
So I got a buddy in the comments, Toby. He's a trucker full time, and he'll do that. And he gets a lot of. It seems like to me, I'm not 100% sure, but the whole time that he's not on the road, he's spinning it, fucking working his ass off trying to catch up as far as moonshine goes. Yeah, it sucks.
I just read a comment in there that said, "Damn, Joel aged."
Well, Joel wanted to be on, but I guess something happened. He said he ain't feeling good. So last minute before I didn't see it till 20 minutes ago, and I was like, "Oh shit, our guest ain't going to be on." So I scrounged around. I found Bama here. I want him on anyways.
You were getting the crap off the top and throwing it off to the side when you got me.
No.
Oh yeah.
Phil, what you're doing out there, I love it, bro. I mean, I love it. And,
appreciate you, brother.
I know you're a busy man and all. And I shit. One day I'm gonna get up there. Just hang fun and some of that bloody business.
You know what? I was just thinking that today because I'm going to North Carolina for Maggie Valley. But I was thinking one day I got to make it over to Philbilly's. And then I Googled you, like, to where the town we live in. It's really only like 6 hours away. Not far.
Hell yeah. It's not that far. It's longer than I like to ride in a fucking car.
Yeah. Oh, I hate driving a car, man.
I do too.
I hate being on the
too.
highway. If I can take back roads everywhere, I just do that. You know what I mean? But driving hate the highway, especially when it's snowing, man. Oh my.
So, Bama, what's your favorite moonshine to make?
Go ahead, Phil.
Can you hear me?
Speaker here where I can hear y'all.
What's your favorite moonshine?
Man, I love that nanner pudding. I mean,
Yeah.
that's good stuff right there.
I heard a lot of people say that this past week.
And matter of fact, I think I said something to you about we can ever create that right there.
Yeah.
Something different than what you can buy off the shelf. That's gonna be top notch right there.
Hell yeah. I'll make a recipe, man. I'll make a banana pudding recipe. I'm sure it's not hard.
It can't be. I mean, banana pudding. You know, what are you looking at? Bananas, some nutmegs. I was kind of thinking about when I seen you started adding the coffee mate in there. I was like, now he's talking. And then that way you can kind of keep it a little bit longer. Cream would be short term. Let's see, maybe a little cinnamon, a little hazelnut. You know, just little basic ingredients like that. And you know, I always thought, hey, this stuff here is better than grandma's banana pudding.
Yeah. I'll definitely. Oh, they can't hear you. We're having trouble hearing you.
I was waiting for you to get done talking. We're having trouble hearing you.
Yeah, this was like a spur of the moment type thing. I don't know.
That's all right.
Speakers messing with y'all, or I didn't get my mic volume set up high enough.
That's why we're called blacked out, man. You know.
Yeah.
Some of the podcasts I still don't remember. I still don't remember some of the podcasts.
Translator. Yeah.
I think the one I had to call Phil Billy the next day and ask him how it went.
Yeah, you got blacked out, Griff.
Yeah.
So what's well, let's test. Say something so we can see if your mic's working.
Any better?
So, what do you guys think in the comments?
It's a little like on your phone. Do you have it?
So now there's an echo.
Yeah.
Okay, let me turn my speaker down a little bit.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Just talk right through the phone.
Somebody said they still can't hear you. Damn it.
Is that any better now?
It's a little better, but Bluetooth doesn't really work with this stuff.
I tell you what, I'll just cut this damn thing off.
There we go.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Like they're fighting between each other.
Yeah.
So, you got any crazy stories about getting drunk on moonshine and doing dumb shit?
No,
you gotta do one
during the summertime, and we're down there on the river. That's a pretty much every weekend thing, you know, while I'm at home.
Oh,
what's the craziest one?
I can't say. My wife's in the next room.
It's worth taking a frying pan to the head.
No.
Hell yeah. So what kind of still you running?
I haven't got mine yet. I'm one of them newbies out here. One of them I love that. I love the Philbilly. Copper steel toes kind of way out there as far as timeline. So is North Georgia Stills. Nice thing about North Georgia, if you put your order in, they will give you one of them. I don't know if I'm saying it right. The funny looking one, and
Alembic
bucks or something like that.
Yeah.
On Mile High Distilling, putting some stuff together, but it's, you know, with Mile High, it's you got a kettle, and then you got reflux chamber. It's not the traditional, and I really like that traditional. Matter of fact, I was looking at this guy that builds out of Arkansas, but I've never heard anybody talk about his. They call him Colonel something or other, and he makes these really pretty stills, but don't know nothing about it.
Caleb,
Colonel?
Dad.
You say Colonel something or another?
Cornell?
Yeah,
I didn't
There's
never
lots
heard of
of
him. There is a lot of them out there.
yeah. There's lots of still builders out
Yeah.
there.
he's from
How
Arkansas.
far out's Copper Still Cove?
I'm gonna say maybe 6-8 weeks or more.
That's not
Man.
bad for a big still.
I better
That's
get my
not
warm.
bad.
I better get my warm on order then.
Yeah, but some of these guys are so busy they're up to 2-year waiting list on
Yeah.
some of these companies. They all do great work. I'm a big fan of anybody that builds big pot stills.
Except for one. There was some difficulty in the sound modification there.
I like everybody that builds them. I just don't like some of the people how they act. It's like they do good work, but there's a couple assholes out here trying to ruin it for everybody.
Actually, Phil Billy's the one that gave me the idea. Like, I'm getting a keg still, and I'm gonna get to call him from him, but I have a North Georgia still thumper, and so I figured I need a nice 5-gallon warm. He says, why don't you just make it a Frankenstein still? You got a Shula keg, Phil Billy arm, North Georgia thumper, and a Copper Still Co warm.
Oh yeah,
that one.
Give everybody love,
The one you got on your site, Phil, the 15.5-gallon keg, and then you got the 7-gallon pony keg with the infuser on it. I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
That makes good liquor, man. I love keg stills. They make good
fact,
liquor.
I need to get up on that right there.
I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up with a deal.
In fact, I talked to one of my supervisors, I don't know, about 10 days ago, one of my old ones, when we were in the beer business together. And I'm like, put my order in. I hadn't heard back from him yet. I don't know if he's here or what.
Yeah. Phil Billy will give you a real good deal if you tell us your biggest blackout story.
I ain't trying to give him trouble with his wife. Hey, you got any funny ones you could tell with your wife in the room?
I try to keep on the low pro. I mean, I'm not young and dumb and full of cum as I used to be.
Yeah,
that's
more late. Maybe all my stories come back from those days.
I kind of watch what other folks do.
I mean, what was the latest one that I did? Let me hear. I remember. That's the thing. I'm older now. I just don't remember what I do.
A lot of people saying that.
Hell yeah. I've done dumb shit so many times, and most of the people that watch, they've heard the stories.
Yeah. Honestly, Phil Billy, I'm glad I didn't know you 20 years ago.
I know. We probably went to jail together. I'm glad Chad's all right, man.
Yeah, he gave me a call. He called me, and I was like, no shit. I thought he was still in the hospital, but he's at home. He, you know what I mean? Like, he, had problems. Like, he's loving everybody for how everybody, you know what I mean, helped him out, posted videos for him, did this, did that. You know what I mean?
How long did it take them to find out he needed a stent?
I really don't know that because I didn't have it. I talked to his wife. That was the last person I talked to. And she didn't mention none of that. And I just heard that today. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy, like what I've heard from Chad, because Chad was totally out of it when I was talking to him. So I totally understand why he didn't really tell me what was going on, but you could still hear it in his voice. You can still hear it, but it's not nowhere. I'm telling you, it's nowhere as bad from when I talked to him the last podcast. You know,
I'm just glad they figured out what was wrong with him and got him right. He was looking fucking rough on that video, bro.
Oh yeah,
he was looking.
But you know what?
Off.
Let me just throw a personal message out there to anybody, man. If one of your good friends or family, whatever, tell you to get your ass to the fucking hospital, just go.
Yeah.
Don't wait. You know.
Yeah,
we love
he ought to stay the fuck home from Maggie Valley though. Get some rest, man.
He's dead set. We're gonna have him in a wheelchair, and I told him if you get tired, we'll take you back to the hotel. You know.
Yeah.
He's dead set on going. So
you do you love that banana pudding, huh, Bama?
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. I know there's a lot of other folks around here. Me and the wife went up there to what is it, Pigeon Forge and stuff, and we kind of went through some of the was it Old Smoky?
Old Smoky.
Remember the other one? And when I left that Old Smoky, good God, they must have thought I was an alcoholic because I come out of there with one of them roll around cooler bags, and it was slam full, and the wife had 2 bags in her hands, and I had one in my hand, pulling the cooler, and we went in there and we done our deep in there, but I didn't realize how quick that banana pudding we was gonna go through it, and it's not shelf very much around here, so I'm like, it'd be nice to recreate that.
Was it thicker? And like,
yeah,
was it thick?
It's a sipping cream.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I like about Gatlinburg there is I think it's Old Smoky's wine. They got wine there, and they got a bunch of different bottles. They got blueberry and cotton candy, and I think we got both of those. And
we got one that had like a balsamic vinegar in it. That one was fucking amazing.
But they had really good wine, and it was awesome. And there's a place up there called the Smoky Mountain Brewery. They had good beer. You like beer, or you're drinking a beer? So.
Oh, I always said when I was in the beer business, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Of course, some of us was a little bit older. A guy when he's young, or a girl when they're young, they'll probably have 5 to 7 different beers that they'll drink. One's going to be cheap, one's going to be free, and then they're going to have their 2 or 3 first beers of choice. Then when they get about 30, their taste buds are going to kind of lock into a certain beer, and it might be whether they prefer it in glass or bottle. Glass, out of a glass like on tap, or a bottle, or a can. And then they may have an alternative. And then you get a little bit older, you're down to pretty much one beer. And it just depends on where you're at. For me, if I'm on the outside, I like it out of a can. If I'm at a bar, restaurant, I'd rather have it out of a bottle. So y'all can throw your 2 bits on that.
Well, I'm the same way. I drink the same beer all the time. But like you said, where it depends. If I'm at a bar, I like a draft. If I'm at home, I like to drink out of a bottle or a can. You know.
If I'm drinking American beer, I want to. If I'm start out drinking some German beer, I don't want to go back to an American beer, because American beer is going to taste like nasty ass bananas, like nanners. Like, it's weird to have a banana taste, but not a good banana taste. And so if I start out with German beer, I'm going to try and drink German beer the rest of the fucking night. For example, or Belgium, like a Stella or something. You can't start with that and then go back to American beer. But if you start with American beer, you could switch to German, no problem. That's the difference. Yeah. But that's just me and being a choosy ass. I'm getting older. I can afford my own beer these days. But
like if I go to a concert, I'll buy Heineken. You know what I mean? Like I'll buy that.
Oh, but that's just me though. Once it starts getting a little bit warmer, time to get another one.
Yeah. I try not to let it get warm.
But if it gets warm, I just chug the rest of it and then I go get a new one. Like it's kind of warm.
Like what about Irish beer like Guinness, like that real dark stuff with the CO2 thing in it that you hear bouncing around when you shake the can?
I've drank every type of beer, and I love Guinness. I'll drink Guinness. I've drank Guinness for breakfast before. I've drank warm Guinness, stale Guinness.
I tried it every way. And each time I drank it, I don't remember.
I've drank quite a bit of beer in my life, man. And the only things I really don't prefer is something that gives me a headache the next day.
Yeah.
For example, like Bud Light, I can't fucking drink it. I love the taste of it, but if I drink, but I'm not a normal guy. Like I can't just drink 6-pack. That won't even give me a buzz.
No.
If I'm going to drink beer, I need a case at least. I need 24. I ain't starting to buzz till I got 12 in me. That's just the way it is. Somebody said Irish car bombs in the in the comments.
Yeah, Irish car bombs, man, they're good. Yeah.
I remember one time we had a brewery rep come in for Pabst breweries, and of course their flagship was Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people in Pennsylvania that love Pabst.
Better than I couldn't handle it.
They love it up here.
Odd taste.
Actually, I don't think they really sell it in PA anymore. I remember people talking about it like 2 years ago, and people just went out and bought cases upon cases just so they can have it.
I'll tear up PBR.
A lot.
I'll drink the shit out of it.
The oil cans, remember the oil cans?
I'll drink the shit out of PBR.
I think they were like 4 beers in one.
Yeah.
See, here we got a strip down something called the Oregon District, and it's just like a strip of bar, and it's where a lot of the yuppies go, a lot of artsy hipsters and shit. But it's just bar after bar. It's a whole block where you're allowed to get shit faced out on the street. Here, you're not normally allowed to drink out on the sidewalk or in public. No. It's called public intoxication. They'll throw you in jail. We got a drunk take, but down in the Oregon District, they don't give a shit. It's just it's a whole block of party on both sides of the street, and they serve PBR down there in some of these hipster bars. Well, the bars and the beers and the drinks down there are through the roof. They're expensive as shit, but they have PBR for like $1.50 or $2 a can. And I'm not like a normal beer drinker. I'm a big son of a bitch. I have a big, huge, it takes a lot of beer to get me drunk. I got a big tolerance. So I'll get 4 or 5 of them PBRs because they're cheap and I can afford them. And I just walk around getting fucked up. And most of them are warm, but I drink 2 to 1 on the average person.
Yeah.
But yeah, someone said PBR cold brew is awesome. I can't drink anything with coffee in it. I hate coffee, but I can't drink PBR, especially when they're $1.50 a piece at a bar.
Actually, I haven't drank coffee in like a week. I just gave it up. I don't know why. I mean, it's been rough mornings, but I don't know.
I don't drink any caffeine.
Little bet me and my daughter have. She wants me to quit smoking, do this. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. So, you got any questions for Bama? Any questions for Bama? I'm terrible at this. I'm new to the whole
well, that's like
podcast thing.
We had Joe coming on, and I studied up on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To ask questions.
Own question: if I was going to brew something right now, what do I want to brew? Crown Royal. That's what I want.
Crown Royal.
Crown, huh?
Man, Crown Royal and Diet Mountain Dew. I'm in there.
Crown Royal and Mountain Dew is by far one of the mixed drinks you can get to do.
Oh, I love it.
It's by far. Yeah.
Bad thing is I love it too much.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, Crown Royal they'll make like a barrel aged version of Crown, and they'll come out with like special edition. Some of those are all right, man. But as far as everyday drinking, I guess Crown's not bad. It's just not my thing, but I don't know. There's guys out there that have recipes. They have mash bills for Crown Royal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on Facebook the other day, and somebody asked me, said, "So you like a rye?" And he actually did a mash bill for Crown. But the question for me is, and of course you can Google it, and it'll give you their mash bill. It being blended, question I have is, what all are they blending? Because it's several different types of spirits. So I guess it'd be like a trial and error.
Well, they have a bunch of different barrels, and say they have some that have been aging for 1 year, and they got some over there been aging for 3 years. They're going to blend them together and make that 3 year go a little longer. But they've got it down to science to get that same taste out of every bottle. A lot of them got it down to science. Some of them will make some shit that tastes different from others, and you're like, same bottle, same whiskey, but they both taste different. It's weird. That's my thing with Jack. That's my experience with Jack Daniels. So you'll get one that tastes like gasoline, and then you'll get smooth.
One of my favorite things to sip on, like if it's store bought, I like to grab that Bullet Rye.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It has that green label on it. I love rye. Like, I don't know, I just do.
As far as bourbon goes, if I could find it, I'm gonna want a fucking like a Weller 107 antique. If you can find it, it's pretty badass. But if I'm drinking something on a budget, I'll drink Canadian Club. I don't give a shit.
Oh yeah,
I'll drink Canadian Club all night.
Mountain Dew, Pepsi, anything makes that stuff taste good.
I'll get Captain Morgan's and some Dr. Pepper, even though I don't drink caffeine no more. This is what I miss the most. Is I don't drink pop no more. I don't drink caffeine, and if I do drink pop every once in a while, it's like it's a Sprite. But I used to drink Captain Morgan's spiced rum and Dr. Pepper mixed together, and I love that shit. It's good.
Dr. Pepper's actually used in a lot of mixed drinks.
It's good, man.
It's
good stuff. But I could drink just about anything. Man. I've stayed up drinking Old Milwaukee's Best Ice with the homies before. I don't give a fuck. I could drink anything, man, if I have to.
Sure, I remember one night I was drinking, I forget what, Red Bull and Jägermeister.
Jägerbomb.
Yeah, a Jägerbomb. You just dropped the shot glass right in the mug, and
I remember watching a Daytona 500 one time and went to the convenience store, and I think Red Bull had just come out with the 12-ounce cans and got me a couple of 4-packs of it and a liter of Grey Goose. Man, I didn't know if I was coming or going up or going down. I just, at the end of the night, when the checkered flag come, it might have been about that much Grey Goose left in that liter. I was like, guess I had a good time.
Hell yeah. I don't drink the Red Bull, but my old lady used to she'd tear them Jaeger bombs up. She'd drink a whole fifth every night. Like every night we drank, not every single night, but 3 or 4 nights a week, we'd get hammered. And she'd drink a whole fifth before the end of the night of Jaeger. And now, if I ever ran out of liquor, I'd take the Jaeger and I'd drink it straight.
Hell yeah.
When she wasn't looking.
Yeah, it's only black licorice.
Somebody said Schlitz up here. I see that now. I drink Schlitz, dude, straight up.
I'll drink anything if I'm definitely buzzed up, man, because then I don't even really taste anything.
Yeah.
But I got myself a blueberry twisted tea right now.
Is that nanner?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know. Yeah, it has a real good taste. Actually, next time I do anything with blueberry, I'm actually going to grab a couple of these and throw them in the thumper. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah. You can do just about whatever you want when it comes to moonshine, and there ain't no rules. That's why it's outlaw shit. Do some outlaw shit. There ain't no rules involved. There's people out there who talk shit, but fuck them, you know. Do what you want, whatever makes you happy.
Ain't talking shit, but when they're drinking it, saying, "Damn, this is good," they ain't talking shit.
Especially when you start coming up with some crazy ideas. I love to cook. Like a lot of by the Orleans player because I'm far from there, and I've worked in Louisiana. Oh God, 15, 16 years, and I'm not going to say the show, but I'll just say it first name, Richard. I think y'all know who I'm talking about. I love what he does out there. I mean,
yeah,
he takes a lot of different. He's just off the shelf, and he sent to the spice cabinet, and you don't know whether he's taking shine or gumbo. I'm like, just saying.
Yeah.
Like when I go to the grocery store or to the whiskeys, to the wine and spirits here in Pennsylvania, an ABC store, it's wine and spirits, and I'm always looking for something. Grocery store, like something to throw in a thumper or something, you know what I mean? Like always, like that's just how I am, you know. And like I learned, I was pretty much self-taught until I started doing TikTok and everything. Then I went down to Maggie Valley, talking to Big Easy, talking to other people, and I got so many different ideas, you know what I mean, of what to do, you know what I mean, like. And ever since I started applying them, like, there's nothing wrong with doing what other people do, you know, like you learn, you know.
Bro, get the fuck
Came
out
out
here.
pretty good.
Like, go, man.
Yeah, some of it was trial and error, and I messed it up, but you know.
And see, like me and the wife, we left. We went around the corner. There's this like this homestead store, and you walk in, kind of go back to the back door, and I would probably a 25-foot section of just nothing but spices. And I remember some of the things that folks were talking about using, and one of them, I can't remember what it is. It was like the little purple balls that they were using fresh. They were out of those. They were out of the big star anise. They had like ground up star anise. Here's a question for y'all: can y'all take the ground up star anise and then maybe put it like in cheesecloth or something like that and do the same purpose with it?
What was the last part? It got choppy right there.
Maybe put it like in cheesecloth or something like that, and dropping it in your thumper.
If you like black licorice, yeah, you can do that.
You know, I mean, there's a couple of recipes I've seen to where star anise was one of the ingredients in there, and of course they showed the whole star. George,
about absinthe.
That was one. George was talking about some recipe that he had, and I was watching it on YouTube, and star anise was there, but I couldn't get whole star anise. It was like a ground up star anise, like tea, and like put in a tea bag form and dropping it off it.
Yeah, that'll work. It should have come out and tasted like black licorice, anise. That's an Italian thing, big time, and German. It's over there in that part of the world. Also, they make what I say absinthe with it. But when I was a kid, my dad was Italian. And my grandma was full Italian. So every Christmas, my dad would get these bottles of gin, and he'd get bottles of anise. It was just called anise, and it was just pure liquor that tasted like black licorice. And he would mix the gin and the anise 50-50. One bottle he put red food coloring. One bottle he put green food coloring for Christmas. Holidays, a holiday Italian thing. And I hate black licorice, but I was an alcoholic even as a child. I was about 14, and he didn't even drink, and he made this shit. He had it under a cabinet, and he never got under that cabinet. So it'd be a while before he seen it. One night I ran out of beer, and I was about 14. I drank 2-3 days a week back then too. I didn't give a shit. But I got under there, dude, and we started partying, me and all my friends, and we drank both those fists. And I ended up acting stupid. I got some bloody knuckles. Woke up, was hungover. He didn't notice for like 2 weeks, but he got under there. 2 weeks later, he was like, "What happened to that goddamn gin?" And I was like, "What?" He was like, "Never mind," because I'd always act stupid, like, "What?" And then he'd be like, "Never mind, I know what the fuck happened to it." And he'd just go about his day.
Mm-hmm.
But they'd take that anise and that gin, and they'd pour it in a shot glass, and they'd put a little bit of cream on top, and it's a Christmas shot. It's an Italian Christmas thing. I don't know. But my dad did that shit every once in a while. He never drank it. And I'd always drink it like, "Oh, this shit's fucking nasty," but I'd still drink it because I wanted to get fucked up. But,
That's just like what's his name said in the comments. How many times did I drink it just to get fucked up? A Colt 45.
Yeah.
Double malt. That was the days when you were underage. You saw the bum walking down the street. "Hey, you want to buy me a 40? I'll buy you one." You know what I mean? Yeah, you went right in there.
The heroin junkies would go steal bottles of Mad Dog because they weren't locked down and sell them to us for $5 a bottle. We'd run around drunker and skunks on Mad Dogs. And that wine buzz, that dirty wine buzz, dude, that's something else. That's a nasty buzz, man.
Wine and champagne give me the worst ever hangovers.
Hell
I don't know why, but they do.
I drank 5 bottles of wine one night. It got real weird. Real fucking weird. I was fucking out of it.
Were you getting a little tipsy?
Oh, I was tipsy. I drank 5 whole bottles of wine.
Did you have your thumb up in the air? Like,
I'm a pinky. Yeah. And I fucking wine. What's up, Tennessee? Tennessee Texan.
Oh,
you should have came
What's
on,
up,
brother.
Tennessee? Shit. Send him. What do we got left, man? We got another 15 minutes. What comments want to say? Does he want to hop on or what?
You want to get in here, Tennessee? He's working.
Always yeah, working. That's right. Yeah, he does work night shift. Yeah.
I've never seen him not working.
No, he always is, man. He's making those T-shirts, doing something, man.
He's always.
Yeah.
Mad Dog 2020. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. And I'm going to say it on here because sure enough, if I say it, some asshole will be on TV doing it and not giving me credit for it. But I'm going to take Mad Dog 2020 and run it through a still.
Mm.
And, that's another thing. I seen somebody run Cotton Candy on TV. That's a Phil Billy original. That was my idea. Come on, man. Some of these, I see my ideas on that TV show all the time, and I just wish they'd give me a little bit of credit.
I kind of seen something on last week's episode, and it said that nobody makes coffee shine in the United States of America.
Texas Papa.
I was just gonna say, I know one dude that makes probably one of the best freaking coffee in United
I'm
States
not
and
saying
Texas Papa.
he's the first.
Not saying he's the best, but
buddy of mine. But I know
when
10 dudes that make fucking
but
coffee.
when you got on a Moonshiner show and they say that, like, what are you talking about? You know, like
They
there's
just
people that
make
make
shit
up.
up.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Phil,
try not to talk about that show, but
Yeah, I know.
it
It just blew my mind when he said that. That's all.
it makes me mad when I see so many of my ideas on that show, but not one of the guys using them
Yeah.
gives me credit. And I'm not the only guy who's had ideas that fucking they took and used.
Well,
It
the
just,
banana
you know,
one I used from you and Big Easy, and I gave you all the credit. Chad used a couple. Your pumpkin, you know what I mean? And
I'm talking about
I'm not saying
TV. You know
yeah,
what I mean? I'm
TV,
talking
yeah,
about some guy that goes on TV telling people how
yeah,
great he is, but then use my ideas, and I watched them use a few other people's
yeah.
ideas.
Like,
That
yeah,
shit kind of is annoying. I don't really care too much about it, but have some integrity and give a shout out to the real moonshiners, people that aren't making water. You give a little shout out to us, you know. They
the
asked me to
only
be on
thing
that show.
the
I
only
said,
thing
"Fuck
I didn't
no."
see that you made, and I didn't see any recap of it, or maybe there was the cheddar, the spicy cheddos,
the cheap.
the bag of cheese
Yeah,
curls, that spicy kind
yeah.
that you did a video on. How did that come out?
It's spicy. You drink it, it burns your throat right here, dude.
Yeah,
Like if you eat a hot ass pepper and you swallow it real fast, it gets you right here with that Cheeto dust.
so you're one of those guys that get one of those long peppers and just suck them right down.
Yeah, not really. But
Wait
you
for
know,
you
I
walk into
figured
that one.
I like it kind of spicy myself. Hey, Phil, now that you kind of had a few days to think about it, what do you think about the paint shaker?
the what?
The paint shaker.
Paint shaker. I mean, I think
See
it's a
you
good
later,
idea
Lefty.
if you could do it without destroying your fucking jar. like
Well,
like I would say, put the liquor in the chips in a metal paint can. Fuck yeah. And
just
then
take
shake the shit out of it.
paint cans off of Amazon. Just putting your
Yeah. Yeah.
liquor in and putting your white oak in there. Just let her rip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you just have to remove the liquor before it started to rust. That's
Right.
all. So 5 minutes, dump it back in a glass container, taste it. 5 minutes. But I've done a lot of this fake aging. To be honest, truth be told, there's some guys out there and some companies that do it real well. You won't be able to taste a real difference. However, when compared to actually taking the time, it is different. It does taste better when you wait. Like if you use those oak spirals, a lot of people will say, and this pisses me off about those oak spirals. People will be like, "You're just taking color and you're taking this and you're not really aging it." And it's like, yeah, if you wait 8 weeks, you really fucking are. You don't know what you're talking about till you do it yourself. But if you take a third of a spiral, you put it in a 1 quart jar for 8 weeks, and then you try that shit, it's going to be just as bourbon as if you barrel age that shit for 2 years in a 55. That's what it's compared to. 2 years, 8 weeks. Fucking third of a spiral. It tastes like no different. And you are aging it. You've waited 8 weeks. 8 weeks is a long time for a drunk motherfucker like me to wait on some shit to have some fucking shit to be ready, That's a long time. Like I'll have all these jars with them spirals in them. And then when I finally, after the 8 weeks is up, there'll be like that much left in each one. I'm like, God damn,
How long did that welfare wood take you to do?
8 weeks, man.
8 weeks?
Yeah.
And I tell you what, man, I hate to call people out on here, but Phil Billy called you all out, and I'm still waiting for him.
We all called that off because Chad got busted. We don't want to fucking
but he didn't get busted.
Well, I mean, he didn't tell everybody that. You need to tell everybody that shit.
He told one. I'm not even, like, he told one person that, and that's why I got it on, because this person would not leave me and him alone. Like, he kept on texting us and texting us and texting us and texting us, and you know how Chad is. He only can put up with so much. And
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna go through the whole story, but he told me to do something, and I did it, which I never wish I did, because I told him it was going to bounce back on us, and sure enough, it did.
Well, that shit scared the fuck out of all of us, bro.
Oh, I know, but
Look,
Chad,
man.
but Chad sent screenshots to other people of the messaging. You know what I mean?
I've had the feds knock on my door before. I don't want it to happen again if I could fucking avoid it.
I never had, like, I don't know how it is in Ohio, Phil Billy, but in Pennsylvania, these cops around here, they can see a jar of moonshine sitting around, and they're not even gonna know what it is. You know what I mean? Like, they won't know, and they don't know that. It's different a little up north. You know what I mean? Like, than it is down there, because down there it's a lot bigger, of course. And then people look at me when they see my car with Shine Life on it, but then they don't comprehend it, and they think totally different. You know what I mean? Like, okay, this guy's making something out of this guy's making something to a car radiator. Or, you know what I mean? They're not educated on it. You know what I mean? I mean, my buddy that just walked in the house, he knows. You know what I mean? And just a lot of people. I would love for a lot of Pennsylvania people to hop. I tell everybody in Pennsylvania that I'm friends with about our podcast, so they can get here and learn about it. You know what I mean? It's not what you think it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's not 140 proof that we're feeding down your throat.
That's not.
You know?
That's not the. Yeah, that's not the problem though. The problem with me is I got a lot to lose, man. You know, I got a lot to lose, and if you piss off the wrong person, they'll come take it all.
Yeah, well, I'm talking from since I've been running my 5 gallon. Well, I get a gallon out of that. If the cop comes, they're just going to take it. But
the local, I'm not worried about the locals. They don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm worried about look, and I don't mail shit USPS. I don't mail shit at all anymore. But USPS, that's federal. That's federal government. That's not the fucking liquor boys. That's federal too. Them's two totally different organizations, but they will both fist you.
But I tell everybody, if you're going to send me some, send it to me through FedEx. Send it to me through something else.
UPS.
Or UPS. Even though that it might get thrown around all over the fucking place, but you're safer that way.
The minute that I got wind of that shit,
I
wouldn't tell nobody nothing.
Chad, if you're watching, what did I tell you? This is gonna blow up, and it did. You know what I mean?
And that just shine some light on something that you know maybe we need to be safe. I mean, everybody was mailing everything every which way, but
we all came up with
all over the fucking place.
We all came up with a good idea. Just bring it down to Maggie.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Bring it to Maggie.
Make it to Maggie. Trust me,
me and traveling with it.
Me and Appalachian Hooch, we're gonna have some ride down there for a competition between me and him. You know what I mean? And everybody's gonna be the judge. Write who you think, put it in the hat, you know?
Yeah, I like rye.
Yeah.
I like me some rye.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna have a lot more because I'm getting a keg too. So I got tired. Bam, you said you're looking for a still, right?
Yeah, me. Yeah, sure.
What size are you looking for?
15 to 20.
Okay. I was just like, I do have a 5-gallon copper still that I'm never going to use again.
Get with Phil and he'll tell you how to get with me. Or I can get with Phil and he'll tell me how to get with you. How about that?
Yeah. Just get with people, tell them to get to me. They all know how to get in touch with me.
And then what
You know,
I'll do.
and actually, you said you're on Facebook. I might already be your friend on Facebook. I'm not sure, but it's a different name.
I mean, Bam is all up in the group chat. Fucking
I seen his name around. I seen his name
the
around.
Discord. Yeah. And if you guys
Discord.
are watching and you don't know about the Discord server, let us know. I'll put a link in this. I keep offering to put links in descriptions, so I never go back and do it because I always forget.
If you ever come to Grip and party with Grip on Discord, I go immediately right to the drunk tank. So just follow me there.
Tennessee Texans are gonna throw you right there.
He's gonna be right there. Yeah, you're I won't even give him a chance. I'll be there already.
Yeah, you should start out, but you do get real fucked up real fast, Griff.
Well, I don't. You know how you were saying it takes a lot for us to drink, but I'm not. Why I'm just going two. Everybody's one. I'm also doing shotguns too.
Yeah, you got to stop shotgunning.
I mean? Yeah, I do, because when I wake up the next morning, my stomach is shot. That's why I've been doing it with Twisted Tea, because there's no carbonation in it. But Tennessee, yes, I'll just go right to the drunk tank. But why can't we make a Griffified room?
You want your own room?
you got Griff.
What the fuck?
Come on, I want my own room.
Ask them to make one. Maybe they'll make one, man. I don't know. But there's a fermentation tank. That's usually where I start out.
I tell you something else. I was thinking the other day. You know when I told you, like say, especially if I'm working, driving, going down the road. My wife will this. She'll tell you this. Come up with some of the ideas. Well, the other day I was watching one of your videos and seen the drum set there and maybe a guitar too, electric guitar, something like that. And I was like, me and you was talking about the bourbon bottle that you can't get right now. And I was like, I wonder what it would be like if you took a couple of Zelgin hi-hats. Yeah. On top, on bottom, orange copper around the sides, and made a bourbon ball like that.
Yeah.
Roll hoochie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you might be able to do that.
I want Phil Billy to design me a coming out of the keg and arm going out of that, but I want it to kind of be a one of a kind thing.
I get you reflux column.
Come up with or one of those. Maybe I can get even Copper Stilgo to make me one of those whiskey balls, and you can go off of that.
Yeah. And then dude at Ozark, that's pretty cool ass head, dude. He's built him in 2 inches too.
Well, what the hell? There's another name to add to the Frankenstein still.
He calls it the Shocker, I think. It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, he's on Discord. I seen him on there.
I always wondered, like why don't anybody go on the outside? And then he did it, man. That motherfucker put that motherfucker on the outside. I think that's cool as shit. He shines it up. They look beautiful. And he also has the one where he puts it on the inside. But I don't know which one I like better, man. I think they're both really cool. But he had a couple good ideas there, dude. And much respect to that guy for coming up with that shit.
Oh, yeah.
I got his number if you want it. It's Ozark Stills.
Actually, text it to me.
I'll text it to you.
I talked to him on Discord, so I just don't want to hop on Discord and say, hey, give me your number. Yeah, let me show off my
back to the Zildjian hi-hats.
Noble Tucky, hope you're watching.
Hell yeah.
Give you some love.
Hey, what's up, Noble Tucky?
Let me turn around. Just can't really see it. But.
Pull your pants up, Griff. Don't be hanging out with your wang out on here, motherfucker. It just says moon. Moon. All right, Griff, we don't want to see your butt crack.
And I'm not a plumber.
Oh, shit. I'm just fucking with you. You see my new shirt?
I know. Dude, when I'm at work, I always get yelled at about that.
Got my new hat, though. North Georgia Stilco.
I got a 816 flat bill coming.
Yeah, I need one.
It's a one of a kind. I specially ordered it through them.
Butterbean said,
I
"What's
did
this?"
that because Chad got the last flat bill from North Georgia still.
Yeah.
So
next week, Beans on. Butterbean.
I'm down for that. I'm down for that. Yeah, because I wanted to get in touch with him, and I've been busy. And I'm gonna put it right out there, man. I don't know how many he has, but if you guys want to do a sticker trade, hit up Bean. He has great stickers. Great stickers.
Yeah, I just got one.
Yeah, they're great stickers, man. They're like
They
were well designed. They were well designed. Actually, I thought it was a magnet. I didn't know that it was just a sticker. Like that's how good it looked. You know?
Yeah, they're nice looking stickers.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get my shirts from Tennessee Texan. Did you guys order shirts?
You know, I'll take one.
You better get your order in. Bama, did you order one? Shine Top shirt?
Oh, the Shine Top one. Yeah, no, he's done. He's done with that order. Yeah, he already got it in. I don't know if I called him, maybe asked him.
I got 2 of them coming.
At Tennessee, if they're still there, man, I'll give you a DM in a little bit.
Well,
better
guys,
hit him up.
Out of here. I've got a lab in there. I got to.
It time's up anyways,
good,
man.
brother.
Nice talking to y'all. Phil, give me Griff's number, and Griff, what I'll do is I'll text you first. Hey, this is Bama. Here's my number. Then that way,
give him my home number, my cell phone number, and I'm fine with that.
All right, cool deal. All right, guys.
I'm fine with that.
Great one.
See you, Bama.
I hope you didn't lose followers because of me tonight, but hey, you got a rookie in here tonight.
Listen,
and
hey man, that's what it's about.
I'm not about all that. Like what I'm about is having a good time, and hopefully some people are out there and they do learn something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, maybe we might not always be right in the mind because we are blacked out, but people know me, Bill, Billy, and Chad, and they know we are the craziest bastards around.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it's good having you on, brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I gotta go take this.
Actually, I thought this podcast went great tonight. But you did a good job.
Hey, it is what it is, boss. Appreciate you. Much love, much respect. Shout out.
You too. Love you.
See you, Bama. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one, man.
Hell yeah.
Anybody want to ask us anything in the last second comments here?
They all know us. Everybody in here. Fucking hopefully Jolt's feeling better.
Yeah, I didn't even get upset because something could have been going on with him. I just couldn't wait to bust on. Dude, I had so many T-Rex jokes coming up, man. Oh, it was crazy. Oh my God, man. I had it all planned out. But it happens.
Feel better, Jolt. Yeah,
we do, man. You will be coming back. You will be coming back on here.
Dude.
You know?
I couldn't imagine breaking both my fucking elbows.
I mean, at first I thought he was on the ground looking for small people, but then I heard he did something else.
Oh, I guess he was climbing up a ladder and fell backwards and then hit both his elbows and fucking broke them both. Dude, can't even touch his own wang now. Imagine. I mean, if you break both elbows, you're like
original Big Ron. Big Rob. I don't typically send out Shine. I don't sell it.
Shit.
Yeah, like you DM me and you talk to me for a little bit. Let me get to know you. Maybe we can do something because I don't charge. I send out handshakes.
Big Rob's been watching for a while.
All right, then I trust you. Just give me a DM on if you're on TikTok, I'm Griffith5381 or you got Griff or Griff. I get banned all the time, so I got like 12 accounts. But my
You
main
got
one's
Griff.
Yeah, just go to You Got Grift, friend me, DM me, and just let me know that we were talking tonight, and I'll talk to you.
Hell yeah.
You know, I mean,
All right, Griff. I guess I'll talk to you here in a couple days, Griff.
yeah.
I'll see you.
Well, we got our thing, so I'm actually gonna get in touch with BB too, and you know,
think about a bunch of shit to ask him next week.
well, I'm gonna
Bunch
tell
of
him I'm gonna come up with
conversation to
a
have.
bunch of questions. I'll send you the questions so you know what I'm gonna ask. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Some
it can
Joe
be
Rogan
prepared.
ass shit.
Yeah.
Go watch some Joe Rogan and show us how to do it, Griff.
Well, no, that's for when Midwest come on.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. We need to have Midwest on. Too bad I was hoping he'd be the first episode.
I do too. I think he's still hungover from Mexico, so we'll give him another week. So
hell yeah.
you get a hotel
right,
that gives you free beer. Love yous. Peace out.
See you
Let's
guys later, Griff.
I ain't going to TikTok tonight, so sorry there ain't no after game party tonight.
See y'all later.
All right. Bye.